What if the oil you use every single day, the one you trust, the one you cook your food in, is actually doing more harm than good? Not something rare, not something expensive. Just a basic cooking oil sitting in your kitchen right now. And here's the scary part. Most people don't even question it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which oil is considered the most dangerous cooking oil, why it's harmful, and what simple switch could make a huge difference in your health. But here's the twist. This oil is often labeled as healthy, the hidden danger in everyday cooking oils. Let's break this down. When we talk about unhealthy cooking oils, we're usually talking about highly refined vegetable oils. These include soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, and sunflower oil. Sounds normal, right? That's exactly the problem. These oils are everywhere. In your snacks, your fast food, your restaurant meals, and probably your home kitchen too. But here's what most people don't realize. These oils are not naturally extracted in a simple way. Unlike olive oil, which is pressed from olives, these oils go through intense industrial processing. High heat, chemical solvents, bleaching, deodorizing. By the time they reach your kitchen, they've been heavily altered. And that's where the real issue begins. Why vegetable oil dangers are overlooked. So if these oils are so questionable, why are they still everywhere? Because they're cheap and convenient. Food companies rely on them because they increase shelf life and reduce costs. And over time, marketing has convinced people they're heart healthy. But here's where most people get it wrong. Just because something is common doesn't mean it's good for you. These oils are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, your body does need omega-6, but in small amounts. The modern diet? It's overloaded with it. And that imbalance creates problems. The inflammation problem nobody talks about. Here's where things get serious. Your body works best when there's a balance between omega-3 and omega-6 fats. But when omega-6 levels get too high, mainly from toxic cooking oils, it can trigger chronic inflammation. Think of inflammation like a slow fire burning inside your body. You might not feel it right away, but over time it can contribute to heart disease, insulin resistance, fatigue, and low energy. And this isn't about one meal. It's about daily exposure. Cooking oil is something you use almost every day, which means the impact adds up over time. The smoke point myth that confuses everyone. You've probably heard this advice. Use oils with a high smoke point for cooking. And yes, smoke point matters. But here's where things get interesting. A high smoke point doesn't automatically mean the oil is healthy. Many refined oils have high smoke points because they've been chemically altered. But when you heat them, they can still break down and produce harmful compounds. One of those compounds is aldehydes. These are toxic substances linked to cell damage and long-term health issues. So even if your oil isn't visibly smoking, it may still be releasing harmful chemicals. And most people never realize it. Trans fats, the hidden risk in refined oils. Now let's talk about something even more concerning. Trans fats. During the refining process, some vegetable oils can develop small amounts of trans fats. And here's the tricky part. Food labels can say 0 grams trans fat, even if there's a small amount present. Because legally, if it's below a certain level, it can be rounded down. So if you're consuming these oils regularly, those tiny amounts add up. Over time, trans fats can increase bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol,
raise the risk of heart disease.
And you might not even know you're consuming them.
How these oils affect your brain and energy.
This isn't just about physical health. It affects how you feel every day.
Your brain is made up largely of fat.
So, the type of fat you eat directly impacts how your brain functions. When you consume low-quality, highly processed oils, it can affect
Focus,
memory.
mood, energy levels.
Ever notice how heavy or sluggish you feel after eating fried or processed food?
That's not just calories. It's also the type of oil used. Your body has to work harder to process it. And that takes a toll over time. The healthiest cooking oils you should switch to.
Now here's the good news.
You don't have to eliminate oils. You just need to choose better ones. Some of the healthiest cooking oils include extra virgin olive oil, great for everyday cooking and rich in antioxidants.
Avocado oil, excellent for high-heat cooking with a clean, stable structure. Coconut oil, highly stable and resistant to oxidation.
Ghee or butter, less processed and more natural when used in moderation. These oils are either minimally processed or naturally stable,
Which means they don't break down as easily under heat.
and that makes a big difference for your long-term health. The worst oils for cooking you should avoid. If there's one thing to remember from this video, it's this list. The worst oils for cooking are soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, refined, cottonseed oil. These are the most common oils used in processed foods. And that's where most people get cough. Even if you don't use them at home, you're probably consuming them through packaged foods, snacks, and restaurant meals. They're cheap, so they're everywhere,
Which makes them easy to overlook.
How to spot harmful oils on food labels. Here's a simple habit that can change everything. Start reading labels. If you see vegetable oil without a specific type listed, that's a warning sign. It usually means a blend of low-cost, highly refined oils. Also, watch out for words like refined,
Hydrogenated.
partially hydrogenated. These terms indicate heavy processing. And the more processed an oil is, the more likely it is to cause problems. A good rule: the fewer ingredients and the more natural the oil, the better. Why this small change has a big impact. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. But switching your cooking oil is one of the easiest changes you can make. And it has a ripple effect. Because unlike occasional junk food, cooking oil is something you use consistently, day after day, meal after meal. So even a small improvement can lead to long-term benefits. So that harmless cooking oil you've been using, now you know the truth behind it. It's not just about taste or convenience anymore. It's about making smarter choices for your body. If this helped you understand what the most dangerous cooking oil is and what to use instead, you'll want to watch the next video where I break down the biggest healthy food myths people still believe. And if you found this valuable, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So next time you step into your kitchen, take a moment and really think about what's in your cooking oil. Because the truth is, it's not just about taste or convenience anymore. It's about what you're putting into your body every single day. For years, we've been told that these oils are heart-healthy, light, or refined for better cooking. But when you dig a little deeper, you start to see a different picture. One that involves heavy processing, chemical extraction, and compounds that may not be as harmless as they seem. And here's the scary part. This isn't some rare, hard-to-find ingredient. This is something sitting in millions of kitchens right now, maybe even yours. Now, this doesn't mean you need to panic or throw everything out overnight, but it does mean you should start paying attention. Start reading labels, start questioning what you've been told, because small changes, like switching to less processed oils, can make a big difference over time.
Think about it. Cooking oil is something you use almost every day. That means even a small improvement can have a long-term impact on your health.
And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's awareness.
If this video opened your eyes even a little, then it's already done its job.
Before you go, let me know in the comments what oil do you usually use at home, and would you consider switching after watching this?
If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and share it with someone who cooks regularly, because chances are they're using the same oil too.
And if you want more videos like this, simple, honest breakdowns of everyday things that affect your health, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next.
Because sometimes the most dangerous things aren't the ones we avoid.
They're the ones we use every single day without even thinking about it. I'll see you in the next video.